Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. Thank you very much for joining me. I have a fun project planned for us today. I hope this video inspires you to create something of your own. If you would, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. That helps me to grow this channel and to continue to bring you new projects. If you haven't subscribed yet, would you please consider subscribing? And if you have, thank you very much. Well, we have a lot to do, so let's get to it. Hi, it's Jamie with Jamie's Arts a la Cartes. Thank you so much for joining me. I have another pattern. I call it the printed pattern here, where you cut it out and you make a fun little project. This one happens to be fish. How about that? So what I'm going to do is we'll read the instructions. When I buy these typically aren't sold like by the yard. They're sold by the panel, right? Because you need the whole panel to create whatever project they're trying to promote here. And so they all come with these instructions. All right, so we'll read the instructions and then we'll cut them out and then we'll start slowly putting them together. But basically just cut out all the pieces, separate them, right? We want to put right sides together. We're going to pin them, right? Let's see, don't cut through the stitching line. That would not be a good idea. Turn right side out. Tells you like here, see illustration A. So you got to go find illustration A, which that's C. So it's going to be over here somewhere. Here, illustration A. Because this one's a little different than the other in that it has both polyfiber as well as batting, which I have some on hand, so that's a good thing. Then we're going to stitch the fin as shown, right? So here's C, so you've got A, B, C, and then tell you how to make it feel 3D and all of that. And then it tells you there's one with a label on it and face that towards the body. How fun is this? Alright, and there's more instructions. Tells you what to cut with the padding and all of that. Alright, let's start cutting this out. And then we will make sure we keep our instructions intact, and we'll just sort of start cutting these out. I think what I want to do is I'm going to pin. I'm going to keep like illustration E, where I have these directions right here, and then I'll pin it to the fish, kind of like how I did the paper pattern last time, right? Just to keep all the, like the A and the B together kind of thing. All right, this one should be a fun one. Let me get it all cut out. These are big ones too. Look how huge that thing is. That's more than 2 foot long, y'all. Ooh, that's a big old fish. All right. Okay, so now we've got our basic pattern cut out, and they had me cut some fiberfill to put here. But I'm going to just try to get around the main perimeter and then come back, because I have to turn it right side out and then sew here. So let's, again, where's our opening? Okay, our opening is down here. So we're going to just start sewing around the outside. Okay, it looks simple, y'all, but here we go. And I'm just using white thread because it'll just really coordinate with everything that I've got going here. And I'm not going to make it that open. Like if I can get my hand in there, probably going to start in here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do a lock stitch and to get it going. Just about to lose our thread. Oh, I caught it just in time. Alright. There we go. I'm going to come just inside the line. That way if they don't match up exactly, I won't have a white perimeter around the outside. So maybe line up this line in between my little point right there. Alright, now we're going to come in here and try to sew on these lines to create some dimension, and then come in and sew right in here. So we're kind of quilting and sewing all at the same time. So that's the next piece. Right, so I am adding the little batting to the fin areas, and then just basically pinning it on with one pin. And I just sort of make it fit into that shape. I could cut it and everything, but I want it to look a little more organic than that, because it's a fish and that is organic. So here we go. Here is our last fin. And basically I'm just going to, I've pulled it apart, and I've got a piece that fits pretty good right up in there. I do want it to go right up to the edge, because I want the whole tip of that fin, that tail, to be filled out. So just going to put it, this one might get a couple pins, right? And I want to do it in such a way that it sort of interlocks. That way when I turn it right side out, it all stays together. I can even just add a little piece across. Just there we go. I think that's going to be good. And then we'll add a couple pins down here. And then we're ready to stitch it. And we'll get rid of this pin. Let's see, do I feel any other? Yeah, we'll get rid of all these pins. So I've got to take this off. Jump the gun. So this is what our fins look like once we get all the strings and the opening sewed up. But that goes against the fish body, right? That's just their little advertisement. But there we are. There are those. But the way that I'm doing this is I'm going to sew the opening shut first. That seems to be the easiest way, and I'm actually going to come in and I'm going to remove just a little bit of this batting. So I'm going to get all my strings out of the way. And then we're going to bend it down and just go ahead and give it a little hem in there. Okay. This should be the easy part. Okay. Again, pull this tight. And there is our fin all finished. How about that? Too cute, right? Okay, so down to the two bodies. And we need to sew the fins, right? Give that little embroidered look. This one's done. Yeah, we've got to do those two and those. Okay, that's what's next. Again, pull this tight. And there is our fin all finished. How about that? Too cute, right? Okay, so down to the two bodies. And we need to sew the fins, right? Give that little embroidered look. This one's done. Yeah, we've got to do those two and those. Okay, that's what's next. right, we are just about ready for stuffing. We're going to add our 2 fins on. This is kind enough to give us a little spot. And so we'll do something like that on each side, and knowing that we need to put that side down. So let's go ahead, and I'm doing it before I stuff. That way I can go up inside this opening over here and make it a little bit easier. Right, so got it sewed up, and so then what I basically do is I just beat the dickens out of it. And that just sort of works and gets that fiber fill all flushed out. And I just keep going until it looks the way I want it to look. And so I'm just trying to, I want it to get down into where I was sewing. So basically fill that out right there. Something like that. Here's our other one. And I went and had my husband pull this out of his truck. This is the it's had better days, y'all. This is the original fish pillow. He uses this every time he drives in his SUV. And yeah. He's got it formed right the way he wants it. So when I saw this printed panel here, I was like, oh, those are really useful. And so now we have these that we can give to someone else so that they can have some lumbar support too. These are really nice. They're not soft, but they're not like rock hard either, right? So I put enough, and I'll actually go and beat it on the side of the trash can, right? Use like this to fill it all the way out. But wow, how about that? How fun. They are printed way more realistic now. And back in the day, you didn't know about quilting, right? There's just some simple little lines there. So that's definitely a notch up, right? The tail and all the fins got quilted, and there's that little bit of batting in there, remember, that we put in there. Wow, how about that? And then this one. I think he said this one was, oh, I don't know. He knows the fish. I don't know the fish. But there we go. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like it, share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please consider subscribing? And well, until next time, happy crafting. Oh, and guess what? I got these. You know I'm not going to throw those away, right? Got another one. Here's the silverfish. All right, opposite. And then I have, oh, I have 2 of those. Let's see if I got 2 red ones. I'm thinking about just, they do really well at showing you how to put the batting in. I don't remember that from the last time, right? And how to leave the strings and all of that. Now, if you didn't feel like doing all the strings, which I went way overboard. I left strings on both sides. I won't do that again, right? Because that made too much bulk down here. But that's okay. I made it work, right? We made it work. And they don't really say to sew it down, but that was something that was, see that? How it's coming off? If it had one line down there, it would have helped it to stay in place a little better. So I just from past, I did that. The other thing that didn't do on that one is I cut the corners off, right? When I had corners, I didn't cut into my sew line, but that edge, and it took some of the bulk away, which helped me to get a really tight corner, right? Nice and crisp. So that was good. This was called, it's all the way from 2007, who even knows? But here we are, by Patty Reed and Associates. Okay, so nice instructions that they print right on the panel itself. They were very helpful. I'm a picture person, so the pictures really helped me a lot. All right, I'll get everything cleaned up. I'll bring it in. I'll get the fluffing done, and then we'll take some close-up shots for you. But there we go. How about that? Lumbar support in the shape of a fish. Yeah, I like how these turned out. All right, until next time, y'all.